What if I told you that at 92 years old, I'm physically stronger and more independent than I was at 70? In the next 15 minutes, you'll discover the exact 8 morning habits that transformed my body and mind, giving me energy levels that shock my doctors and family members who can't believe what they're seeing. There's one habit, number 6, that most seniors completely ignore, yet it's the single most powerful thing you can do to reverse aging in your muscles and add years to your life. Beverly Johnson from Tampa was 89 when her son insisted she move to assisted living because she couldn't climb stairs anymore. 6 months later, after adopting these morning habits, Beverly not only climbs stairs, but volunteers at her local food bank 4 days a week. Her son can't believe the transformation he's witnessing. Morning habit 1, the 5-minute strength wake-up. Why do most seniors wake up feeling weaker every single morning instead of refreshed and ready? Your muscles lose strength overnight due to prolonged inactivity, and without immediate activation, this weakness compounds day after day. Research from Harvard Medical School demonstrates that seniors who engage in morning muscle activation experience 40% less muscle loss compared to those who remain sedentary upon waking. The study followed 2,400 adults over age 65 for 3 years, showing dramatic differences in strength retention and functional independence. Charles Martinez from Denver discovered this truth at age 84 when he could barely lift his coffee pot in the morning. After implementing a simple bedside strength routine, Charles now carries his groceries without assistance and plays with his great-grandchildren on the floor. The transformation happened within just 3 weeks of consistent morning activation. Here's your immediate solution. Before your feet touch the floor, perform 10 slow leg raises while lying in bed, followed by 10 arm circles and 10 gentle torso twists. These movements activate your major muscle groups and prepare your nervous system for the day ahead. You don't need equipment, gym memberships, or complicated routines. Your own body weight provides everything necessary to maintain and build strength at any age. The consequence of ignoring this habit is severe and irreversible muscle loss that accelerates with each passing day. Without morning activation, seniors lose up to 8% of muscle mass per year after age 70, leading to falls, fractures, and complete loss of independence. Don't let another morning pass without activating your strength reserves immediately. Morning habit 2, hydration before coffee. Are you sabotaging your energy and mental clarity before you even get out of bed each morning? Your body loses significant water during sleep through breathing and natural metabolic processes, leaving you dehydrated for 7 to 8 hours straight. The Mayo Clinic reports that seniors are particularly vulnerable to dehydration because kidney function naturally declines with age, making morning rehydration absolutely critical for proper organ function. Their research shows that even mild dehydration reduces cognitive performance by 12% and increases fall risk by 15% in adults over 65. Linda Thompson from Phoenix used to experience dizziness and confusion every morning until she learned this simple truth. She would drink coffee immediately upon waking, which actually worsened her dehydration due to caffeine's diuretic effects. After switching to water first, Linda's morning clarity improved dramatically, and her blood pressure readings became more stable throughout the day. Your body desperately needs 2 full glasses of room temperature water within the first 10 minutes of waking up. This rehydrates your organs, jumpstarts your metabolism, and prepares your cardiovascular system for daily activities. Wait at least 30 minutes before consuming coffee or other caffeinated beverages to allow proper absorption and cellular hydration. Keep a large water bottle beside your bed to eliminate any excuses or barriers to this life-saving habit. Morning dehydration affects your heart's ability to pump efficiently, reduces blood flow to your brain, and compromises kidney function when you need these organs most. Seniors who consistently wake up dehydrated face increased risks of heart palpitations, confusion, and dangerous falls due to dizziness. Hydrate your body first thing tomorrow morning and feel the immediate difference in your energy and mental sharpness. Morning habit. The 2-minute balance challenge. What's the #1 predictor of independence and quality of life after age 80? Balance ability directly correlates with longevity, fall prevention, and maintaining an active lifestyle well into your 90s and beyond. Johns Hopkins researchers followed 3,200 seniors for 5 years and discovered that those who could stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds had 84% fewer serious falls and maintained independence 60% longer than those with poor balance. The study conclusively proved that balance training is more important than cardiovascular exercise for senior safety and longevity. Eugene Walker from Seattle fell twice in 1 month at age 78, breaking his wrist and losing confidence in his mobility. His doctor recommended balance training, and Eugene committed to daily morning practice despite feeling embarrassed about his unsteadiness. Within 2 months, Eugene's balance improved so dramatically that he returned to hiking and even started teaching balance classes at his community center. Practice standing on one foot for 10 seconds while holding onto a sturdy chair or countertop, then switch to the other foot. Gradually reduce your grip on the support until you can balance independently for 30 seconds on each foot. Follow this with 10 slow heel-to-toe steps in a straight line, focusing on controlled movement rather than speed. These exercises strengthen the small, stabilizing muscles that prevent falls and maintain your confidence in movement. Poor balance leads to devastating falls that can end independence permanently and drastically reduce quality of life. 1 in 4 seniors over 65 falls each year, and 20% of these falls result in serious injuries requiring hospitalization or long-term care. Falls happen in seconds, but balance preparation takes only minutes each day, so start protecting yourself with this simple morning routine immediately. Morning habit 4. Protein power. Start. Why are seniors losing muscle mass while eating enough total calories each day? Most seniors consume adequate overall nutrition but fail to prioritize protein in the morning when their bodies need it most for muscle repair and maintenance. The CDC's latest nutrition guidelines specifically recommend that adults over 65 consume at least 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within 2 hours of waking to prevent sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that affects 45% of seniors. Research shows that morning protein intake is 3 times more effective for muscle preservation than evening consumption. Grace Rodriguez from Miami struggled with weakness and fatigue despite eating regular meals throughout the day. She discovered that her typical breakfast of toast and orange juice contained less than 5 grams of protein, leaving her muscles starved for essential amino acids. After switching to a protein-rich breakfast, including eggs and Greek yogurt, Grace's strength increased noticeably within 3 weeks, and her energy levels remained stable throughout the day. Start every morning with foods containing complete proteins like eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or lean meats that provide all essential amino acids your muscles require. Aim for 25-30 grams of protein before 10 a.m. to maximize muscle protein synthesis throughout the day. If solid foods are difficult, consider protein smoothies made with Greek yogurt or protein powder, but always choose whole food sources when possible for optimal nutrient absorption and satiety. Without adequate morning protein, your body breaks down existing muscle tissue to meet its amino acid needs, accelerating weakness and frailty. Muscle loss becomes irreversible once it reaches critical levels, leading to complete dependence on others for basic activities. Every morning without sufficient protein is muscle mass lost forever. So prioritize this habit, starting with tomorrow's breakfast. Morning habit 5. Joint mobility ritual. What if stiff, painful joints weren't an inevitable part of aging, but rather a consequence of morning neglect? Joint stiffness reaches peak intensity upon waking because synovial fluid, which lubricates your joints, thickens during periods of inactivity like sleep. The Arthritis Foundation's research demonstrates that seniors who perform gentle morning movements experience 50% less joint pain and maintain 70% better range of motion compared to those who remain sedentary after waking. Their 5-year study involving 1,800 participants showed that consistent morning mobility work can actually reverse some age-related joint deterioration. Harold Peterson from Cleveland used to need 30 minutes each morning just to feel comfortable walking due to severe knee and hip stiffness. His joints felt locked and painful, making simple tasks like getting dressed extremely difficult and frustrating. After implementing a brief morning mobility routine, Harold's stiffness reduced to just a few minutes, and he regained the ability to garden and play golf without constant discomfort. Perform gentle circular movements with your ankles, wrists, shoulders, and neck while still in bed, followed by slow knee-to-chest pulls and gentle spinal twists. Stand up slowly and do arm swings, hip circles, and careful neck rotations to distribute synovial fluid throughout your joints. Spend just 3 minutes moving every major joint through its full range of motion to maintain flexibility and reduce stiffness throughout the day. Joint stiffness compounds daily without proper morning movement, leading to permanent loss of mobility and chronic pain that limits every aspect of your life. Seniors who ignore joint health face increasing disability, social isolation, and dependence on pain medications that can cause dangerous side effects. Move your joints every morning or lose them gradually to stiffness and pain that becomes your constant companion. Morning. Habit 6. The secret breathing technique. Here's the habit that changed everything for me at age 92 and holds the key to reversing cellular aging throughout your entire body. Most seniors breathe shallowly, using only the upper portion of their lungs, reducing oxygen delivery to vital organs and accelerating the aging process at the cellular level. Stanford University's groundbreaking research on breathing patterns and longevity reveals that deep, controlled breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reduces inflammation markers by 35%, and increases cellular oxygen uptake by up to 60% in adults over 70. The study tracked 900 seniors for 4 years and found that those practicing specific breathing techniques showed measurable improvements in heart rate variability, blood pressure, and cognitive function. When I turned 88, I felt my energy declining rapidly despite maintaining my other healthy habits. My doctor suggested I was simply getting old and should accept reduced vitality as normal for my age. Then I discovered this breathing technique through a yoga instructor who was 85 and more energetic than people half her age. Within 1 month of daily practice, my resting heart rate improved, my sleep quality increased dramatically, and my mental clarity returned to levels I hadn't experienced in years. Practice the 4-7-8 breathing pattern immediately upon waking. Inhale quietly through your nose for 4 counts, hold your breath for 7 counts, then exhale completely through your mouth for 8 counts. Repeat this cycle 4 times while lying in bed, focusing on slow, controlled movements that fill your lungs completely. This technique oxygenates your blood, calms your nervous system, and prepares your body for optimal function throughout the day. Shallow breathing starves your organs of oxygen, accelerates cellular damage, and contributes to chronic inflammation that underlies most age-related diseases. Without proper oxygenation, your brain function declines, your heart works harder, and your immune system weakens, making you vulnerable to infections and illnesses. This single habit can add years to your life, and life to your years, so begin this powerful practice tomorrow morning without delay. Morning. Habit 7. Mental activation exercise. Why do sharp, intelligent minds start declining after age 60 despite decades of accumulated wisdom and experience? Your brain requires daily challenge and stimulation to maintain neural pathways and form new connections throughout your lifetime. The Alzheimer's Association's prevention research shows that seniors who engage in 10 minutes of morning cognitive exercise reduce their risk of dementia by 40% and maintain memory function 25% better than those who don't challenge their minds daily. Their comprehensive study followed 5,000 adults over age 65 for 8 years, demonstrating that mental stimulation is as important as physical exercise for healthy aging. Victoria Chen from Portland noticed her memory becoming unreliable at age 73, forgetting names of longtime friends and struggling with simple calculations. She worried constantly about developing dementia like her mother had experienced in her final years. After implementing daily morning mental exercises, Victoria's memory improved significantly, and she regained confidence in her cognitive abilities, even learning to use new technology that previously seemed impossible. Challenge your brain each morning with number games, word puzzles, or memory exercises that require active thinking rather than passive consumption. Practice recalling phone numbers, addresses, or grocery lists without writing them down, or solve simple math problems in your head. Vary the exercises daily to stimulate different areas of your brain and prevent your mind from becoming too comfortable with routine patterns. Mental decline accelerates rapidly without daily cognitive challenge, leading to confusion, memory loss, and eventual loss of independence in decision-making. Seniors who don't exercise their minds regularly face increased risk of dementia, social isolation, and dangerous situations caused by poor judgment or forgetfulness. Your brain needs daily training just like your muscles, so start tomorrow morning with mental exercises that keep your mind sharp and capable. Morning Habit 8. Purpose-driven planning. What's the fundamental difference between seniors who thrive with energy and enthusiasm and those who merely survive each day? Having a clear sense of purpose and meaningful goals provides the motivation necessary to maintain all other healthy habits consistently. Research from Blue Zones, regions where people regularly live past 100, reveals that centenarians share one common trait. They wake up each day with a clear reason for living and specific goals to accomplish. The study found that seniors with strong life purpose live an average of 7 years longer and maintain physical strength 40% better than those without clear direction. Thomas Mitchell from Boston felt lost and depressed after retiring from his career as a high school principal at age 67. He spent his days watching television and felt his health declining rapidly without structure or meaningful activities. When Thomas started volunteering as a literacy tutor and set daily goals for helping struggling readers, his energy returned, his physical health improved, and he rediscovered joy in daily living that he thought was gone forever. Each morning, identify 3 specific tasks or goals that align with your values and give your day meaning and direction. These might include helping family members, volunteering in your community, learning new skills, or maintaining your home and garden. Write down your daily purposes and review them each morning to maintain focus and motivation throughout the day. Lack of purpose accelerates both physical and mental decline, leading to depression, social withdrawal, and rapid deterioration of health and independence. Seniors without clear daily goals often develop what doctors call failure to thrive, a condition where the body simply gives up maintaining itself due to lack of motivation. Find your reason to be strong and healthy, then define it clearly every morning to fuel your commitment to all these life-extending habits. These 8 morning habits work at any age and can transform your strength, energy, and independence within weeks of consistent practice. The key is starting immediately and building each habit gradually until they become as automatic as brushing your teeth each morning. Which of these 8 habits will you start tomorrow morning? Leave a comment below sharing your choice, and don't forget to like this video if it's given you hope for a stronger, more independent future. Share this with other seniors in your life who deserve to know these life-changing secrets that can add years to their lives and strength to their years.